explain over here, that is file handling, where we are going to create two text file, one which include 5 country name and second file will include corresponding capital name, and we are going to read that file within this C++ file. So total we are going to create 3 files. Now how to create text file? There are two ways to create text file. One, you can create it down in Notepad, that is also fine, and using Turbo C also you can create text file. Now here I am going to create text file within C++ only. So I'll take a new file over here, and one by one I'm going to write the country name, the first country name. Now how to create text file? Wherever your cursor is blinking, from that you are going to type the country name. So first is India, second is Sri Lanka, next say Australia, then say USA, and next I'll write say France. So I've created text file over here. Now how to save text file? Very important thing, because you have to save all the 3 files in the same folder. Whether you can create it with the notepad, it's fine, but 3 files you have to save in same folder. So whatever path C++ has given, I'll keep it as it is. And here I'll write say country 1.cpp. Sorry, txt. This is text file, so I'll give extension as .txt. Next, I'll create one more file that is corresponding capital. So here one by one, again I'll write capital, that is a New Delhi, Sri Lanka, that is Colombo. Next we have Australia, that is Canberra, USA, Washington, DC, and the last one is France, that is say Paris. So you are going to save again this file as capital.txt. I'll keep same path, capital say 1.txt. So both text file, as you can see, we have created. Now we'll go for a C++ file where I've already written header files. Now for file handling, we are going to add one more header file called hash include fstream.h, because we are going to use some of the built-in function from the fstream. That's why I've included this header file. Now the very first thing I'll write clr scr. Now we are going to create two objects of a class, because we have to read two text files. So here I'll use fstream class and two objects, that is country and capital. Now we are using these objects, we are going to open the file which we have already created, text file. So to open you have to use say cn. For capital, sorry, for country we are going to use cn, for capital we are going to use cp. So dot open is the function to open the text file. Within double inverted comma you are going to write the file name, that is say country1.txt. cp dot open capital dot txt. Next, after opening the two text files, here I'll create one I'll create one variable, character variable, because we have to save whatever in file we are going to save one by one within this line variable. And what is this 50? Now here in file menu, you have to mention how many numbers you are supposed to be read. So I'm assuming that my files having 50 characters within one line, that I'm assuming. You can assume. You cannot write 3. If you are writing 3, it will read only uh, 3 characters from the one line. So you have to write the bigger number. So I'm assuming my one line is having 50 characters. Now here I'm going to using loop, that is while loop, where we have to check whether my file is end of the file or it is empty. If it is empty, of course won't work. It will give you a blank output. So because of that, you have to check whether your text file is having something or not. So for that, I'm giving condition over here. If not, cn dot end of the file function I'm going to use. EOF is nothing but the end of the file. If my file is not end of the file, which file? That is country file, or sorry, and not or. Here we are going to use and second file should not be end of the file. So both files should not be a end of the file. अगर empty है, if it is empty, then it will show you the blank output. So that's what I'm checking. If my country and capital files are not end of the file, it means they were having something. So that I want. So the very first, now the first file, that is CN, that is country file, I want to read the first line of the country file. So for that, we are using function called getLine, and getLine say I'll get the first line from the text file, and within which variable we are going to store, that is line variable, which is having say 50 characters. So what this line will do, it will take the first line from the CN. CN is country.txt. It will take first line from country.txt and it will saved in line variable. So here we'll get India in line variable. Now we have to display that. So I'll write cout. If you see the output, I want output as say capital of India. Here I want India. So my India is saved in line variable. So here I'll write line is I want as it is. So I write is stop. Now I get capital of India is. Now I want Delhi. So again, same you have to write, but using CP object, CP dot get line. Again, I'm using same variable. You can take different variable, but once it is used, you can use it again. So here I'll write cout. So already I've written capital of India is. Here you have to just write line and then NL, because I have 5 country and 5 capital. So output will be like capital of India is. Here I'll get New Delhi. New Delhi will be saved in line variable, and here I have display variable, that is line variable का value. Now, whenever we are opening this text file, you have to close this file. So to close file, you have a function called cn dot close, and next one is cp dot close. Again, you have to save this C++ file, because as I said, all 3 files should be saved in same folder. So here I'll keep the same path. and I'll change name, say file handling dot cpp. I'll just click on OK. Then you have to compile. Okay, I haven't closed double inverted comma over here.